from the Forest Flower. I'm excited to share a virtual class with you. We are so bummed this year that we're not doing our wreath making and kissing ball workshops live, but if you're watching this video, hopefully you purchased a kit. And we'll just start with the finished product. You guys are going to be making this gorgeous kissing ball at home. So this is what we're going to teach you how to make today, and you'll pick up everything you need in your kit at your convenience. So kissing balls are fun. They originated in Victorian times, where a lot of our Christmas traditions originated. And so let me show you what you'll get when you come and pick up your kit. So first of all, it's all going to come in this great reusable tote. Our favorite little donkey on the back, because we have donkeys at the back of our shop. So let's just see what comes in the kit. All right, so you're gonna get your frame. This is what the base of your kit's gonna come with. And so the first thing you're gonna do is you need to tie your twine that you'll also get around your kit in a knot. And ideally hang it from somewhere. It's just gonna be so much easier if you can make this hanging up. You can totally do it sitting down too. It's totally possible. It's just gonna be easier if it's free floating because you can get underneath easier. Once you get your your frame and your twine hung up, and you can make it shorter or longer as you like, we hang ours here from a hook. You're gonna have your foam, and you're gonna wet your foam. It wets pretty quick, so you don't need to soak it very long. You literally are just gonna soak it in some water. This is instant wetting foam, so that's literally all you need. And then once you do that, you're literally just gonna stick it inside. It's really important that the two prongs that hold the foam are at the bottom, and you tie the twine on the opposite end. So that's gonna be key to your success. And then once you have that, you can hang it up, and then we can start with our greenery. So you will get a variety of greenery when you pick it up. You're just gonna get a whole bundle of branches. It'll look a lot like this. We'll have them trimmed up a little bit, but you're basically gonna get a bunch of branches. So a couple things that are gonna be handy for you to have on hand at home. These doodads we'll revisit at the end when we get ready to decorate it. But you'll get a bunch of branches. Ideally, it's helpful if you have a ruler. You're gonna wanna cut your branches into about 6-inch pieces. Another thing that you're gonna need to provide, but we sell them if you need them, are some snips, some really high quality snips. We just got these ones in, I'm really happy with them. They're Japanese steel, ARS brand, and they're gonna be a little more heavy duty for thicker stems. These are our favorite all-purpose snips, great for houseplants and such, and for like the smaller branches here, they're great. But if you have something thick, I would recommend using something like these. And so you're gonna cut your branches. You want them to be about 6 inches. And you can cut a whole bunch first and then get started, or I kind of just cut a few, stick them in my kissing ball, and then keep going. So when you cut them, there's just a few things. Make sure you cut them at a nice 45-degree angle. That's gonna help it insert into the foam cleanly. So make sure you cut them at a 45-degree angle. This is a fun activity because you can't really mess it up. Everyone's is gonna look a little different, but they all look fun. So you're gonna cut it up at a 45-degree angle. This one's closer to 8 inches, but I like it a little bigger on top. And so then once you have it done, you're just gonna stick it directly into the foam, and you wanna stick it in at pretty much a 90-degree angle. You want all of them to go in as directly, excuse me, as you can at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so now we're just gonna get a whole bunch of these going, and it takes quite a bit. and we're just gonna start to stick them in our foam. And I find it best to start at the top and work your way to the bottom. And so if yours are all the same length, it'll look more round, perfectly round. Mine, I'm a little more freeform, so mine are gonna look a little more wild. That's just how I roll. And as you go about this, if you find that there's a spot that has a hole in it where you just can't quite get one in, don't worry, because we have these pine cones and we have these little berries that we're gonna add in. So if you have a part that looks a little bare or naked and you're like, what, it won't look right, that's what we have those doodads for at the end. And sometimes I also like to get one of these branches that have the more fullness to it. And then sometimes these ones that are skinnier are helpful, just depending on what kind of a space you're trying to fill in. So once you get your top going, you can just start to go in the sides. And again, start at right angles. Keep filling it in. So I like to, again, start in the middle and kind of work my way around. All right, so I've got him mostly filled in. I think he's ready to start to decorate. You can see he's a little wild looking. So what we can do is just take our little snips, and any piece that just looks a little wild or we don't like, we can just do a little snip. That guy's a little wild. And you can just kind of round it out as you will. So again, I like mine a little wild, but we'll just, few pieces that might be sticking up a little too much, and just trim back a little bit. And so then once you kind of have them where you want them, we will talk about adding on our adornments. First of all, I just want to show, I have these beautiful French broom sets. I love them. We use this one at the counter. I have an even smaller one. They're just great for cleaning up messes inside, in the kitchen, your potting bench. So we're just gonna sweep up our mess with our beautiful French broom set that we love. And again, when you come in to pick up your kit, we will honor what we've always done, which is 20% off any full price purchase that day. It's the day you pick up your kit. So if you're interested in getting some, investing in some high quality Japanese steel snippers, and these come in 6 colors. I obviously like pink, as you know, so I like the pink ones. These ones, kit, kombucha. Anyways, 20% off anything you get at the shop that day. If you haven't tried the lavender mint, it's great. So I would probably put the bow on next because I find it's difficult to get on once you get more things. So you will have a choice of a plaid or a red bow. So you'll grab your kit, and then these will be kind of next to the kit, so you can make your choice. So this is what the plaid one looks like. It's super cute. I'm gonna just show the red one today. And it's kind of a satisfying thing. And there's little instructions with it, but it couldn't be simpler. You're gonna find the end that has the 2 loose ribbons and you literally just pull it. So it's really kind of fun to make it. So this is what the red velvety one looks like, and this is the plaid, and you can choose, assuming we have enough of each, you can have whatever you like. And the first thing you're gonna do so that it doesn't come undone is you're just gonna tie this in a knot to secure it, like that. And then these are pretty darn long, so I recommend just trimming them. You wanna still keep them long, but trimming them a little bit so it's not cumbersome. And so then you're gonna take this and you're gonna wanna tie it to the top of that wire frame. So you're just gonna kind of get it in there around the top of the frame. And that's why it's nice to do this before you put your pine cones and your berries on, in case you have to get a little. Then we're gonna tie it tight. I just do the classic double knot, nothing fancy. The other thing I just want to mention is it does, the foam, even just soaking it as quick as I did, does drop some water. I have a concrete floor, so just whatever surface you do it on, just make sure it can get a little water on it, no biggie. And we'll just trim the ends once we have our knot tied. And so we have our bow, and you can kind of move it around. So now we're going to talk about putting our pine cones on. You're going to get 5 pine cones and 5 of these little picks. And they come on with a little wire, and you're just gonna wrap the wire kind of through the pine cone. This is just gonna make it really easy to stick them on wherever you want. You're just gonna wrap that around. And then, so when I was talking about before a hole, so I kind of have a hole right there. So I'm just gonna stick my pine cone like that. And then the pine cone is very secure. I've already wrapped these, so we'll just kind of look for holes. They tend to be on the corners because I was talking about, always inserting your things at right angles. It makes it difficult to do the corner. So we'll just stick them around wherever we like. And again, this is a fun thing. They always end up looking gorgeous wherever you put them. There's no right or wrong way to do things. And then one more, I usually stick one kind of on the bottom too. So that's where my 5 are. And then we have these berries. And so then I usually stick them kind of close to the pine cones, and these are wired already. And you can just kind of stick them directly in like that. Nothing difficult. Just wherever you think they might go. Just remember you have 3, so don't put them all on one side unless you only intend on seeing one side of the kissing ball wherever you hang it. There we go, and it is all done. Looks gorgeous. I'm gonna hang mine. I have some outdoor hooks on either side of my door. I'm gonna hang 2 on. You can hang these inside. If you do, you may want to gently stick the whole thing in a sink of water and let the foam once a week get more water in it, and then just let it dry. Most of the greens have had wilt fresh on them, so they should last, but it'll obviously stay fresher outside than indoors, but you can absolutely bring it in if you want. It may dry out depending on how often you water it and if it's close to a vent or how warm your house is, etc. But anyways, just kind of a fun craft right now when we're all home looking for stuff to do. So we hope you enjoy it, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.